Hello and welcome back to Redirecting. You got your eyes open yet, family? Well, if you don't, here is another blip of information that should cause you to think even more than you already have been. Our job is to wake people up as much as we can in terms of what's going on in the economy, because there are different levels of awakeness, definitely. But we're talking about this economy and the fact that it is not bouncing back. And things look very, very bleak right now. After nearly 200 years in business, Lord & Taylor is going out of business. Now, a lot of you say, well, I never shopped there anyway. I don't care. Well, this is a sign of what is happening worldwide. Okay. New York City's Lord & Taylor, one of the country's oldest department stores, is going out of business after filing bankruptcy. That is really something to think about. The economy has shifted so much so to where we're seeing a lot of this. As a matter of fact, we actually responded to a Facebook Marketplace ad for some things that we saw that were being sold. And the particular thing we were looking at, we wanted it to repurpose the use of it from what they had. We didn't know, though, that it was a business that was going out of business. So when we got there, they had a whole bunch of stuff for sale. And so we looked, we were like, and the guy who was showing us everything, they've already stopped operations in the store. But the guy who was showing us everything, he said 4 months ago, they just remodeled the place and now they're closed. They're out of business. They're closed. They're selling all of their equipment, all of their interior shelving and everything. And we said, wow. So 4 months ago, which is, listen, y'all, right around the time COVID first hit here, a little bit before that, but I guess companies didn't realize the impact that would have. But right around that time, they had just finished remodeling the place. Now they are closed, shut down, out of business, and selling all of their interiors. And so we were like flabbergasted when we saw this, and it's a major chain. And we also looked at the fact that a lot of the stuff that they were selling was practically new, and they were selling it dirt cheap. So much so that we wish we had a place where we could buy more of it and store it and resell it, if you know what I mean. But it's one of those things that makes you perk up your ears and widen your eyes and pay attention. Things are happening so quickly. Now, Lord & Taylor's, back to Lord & Taylor's, it says that they were already shrinking before the pandemic, and that just sent it into a tailspin. That it was finished after that. That is the case with a lot of businesses. A lot of businesses going out of business because of this global pandemic. But let me tell you this one thing, however. We noted that companies that are kind of like local, doing certain things that involve prepping and getting ready and things of that nature, they are doing quite well. And we kind of found something out by mistake. Someone had an old shed that they were selling. They only wanted $300 for it, but it was a nice size shed. Okay. So that kind of, we said, okay, we're going to look for some used sheds. We found another shed that was used, years old. They look kind of rough on the outside, but nothing a paint job wouldn't fix. And one of them actually had like a pinhole leak in the roof, but we were like, hey, we can fix that, right? But anyway, we were trying to find companies that could move these sheds because they were selling them so cheaply. I'm talking about a shed like the one that I broadcast from, right? And so when we were calling companies to see if there's anyone who could move these shares because the deals were incredible, they were like, nope, everyone is booked up. And we were like, do you know of a company, another company that could do it since you can't? And they were the story was that everyone is so swamped with business. As a matter of fact, they are backlogged. That's how busy they are. And let me tell you why. A lot of people are getting these sheds and they are converting them into tiny living spaces. Folk are getting on board with this downsizing and looking at what they have to do to make their lives easier and better and more affordable. That's what folk are doing right now. They are thinking realistically outside of the box. And what's amazing too, as a matter of fact, I'll do that in another video, a whole other video. I was about to go off into left field talking about something that popped into my head that had me kind of excited about the sheds, because I know people need alternative living options right now. So I'm going to just stick with this story for now and deal with that later. But anyway, people are feeling the crunch. Companies are feeling the crunch. This nation is feeling the crunch. The world is feeling the crunch of this crashing economy. It is happening right before our eyes. What are your plans? What are you going to do about this? In the comment section, tell us your thoughts. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share and like this video. And with that, I am out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.